Okay. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? Yes, I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. Good evening, online. Come. Good evening. Hi, Nitish, Hasib, Yashwant, Meghna. Okay. So hope everyone are doing good. Looks like there are a couple of people new. How many of new today? Uh, oh, nice. Okay. How about online? Okay, same. Fine. So, as I always say, for the new people, uh, correct. So we started a couple of days back, Nana. Those who are new, okay. Can you raise your hands again? I'll keep your eye on you. Okay, thank you, Nana. Okay, all right. So, as there are 4 or 5 people are new today out of these 150 people here, uh, yes, those who are new. Yes, I'm addressing you guys only. Those who are new people today. Okay, Nana. So those who are new, we started these classes a couple of days back, and we haven't entered into the AWS yet. So we were just learning about the basics. So is it correct, my old people? Louder, yes or no? Online, yes or no? So those who are new today, you have not missed anything much because it just the basics we did, and you will get the recording for the missed classes. Okay, Nana? New people. So you will get the recordings. Just go through this once. You'll be okay. If not, if required, if you didn't understood anything in that something, I'll take a backup class for you if required. Okay. So, and one important thing is those for new people, don't think that you have missed something and then keeping in mind that today can I able to understand or no. Everything is every day is a new day. And online people, do you see this? The recordings, you have got it. Uh, please click on it or copy those recordings. And whenever you have time, in a free time, just go through it. And for new again, my name is Riaz. People call me Riaz sir, and having 17 plus years of experience. I will be your AWS trainer. Okay. And last line will be there, no? If you want to know more about me, go and ask Google who is Riaz AWS trainer or Riaz reviews on Riaz AWS. You will get to know more about me. Okay. Thank you for listening. Okay. So those for my all beautiful young and boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, good to see you. What did we discuss in our last class? Hmm. Ready for a quick shootout on what we have learned yesterday? So first question was, yesterday we took 2 people. Who are those 2 people? Vinith and Amruta. Vinith is there online? I don't know. Amruta, she is there. Okay, good. So do you remember what are the problems that Vinith faced when he was handling the data center? Do you remember all those things? And also, uh, is it easy to handle the data centers? What is the data centers? You know, na? Data center is nothing but where you have servers, everything you have in that room, we call it as data center. And then, do you remember what is on premises? What is on premises? The data centers which are handled by us is called the on premises. So yesterday, I mean, in our last class, Vinith was very frustrated to handle the data centers, right? And because he is getting so many issues and very hard to troubleshoot and fix it, all these things, correct? And later, when he was thinking, let's say, for example, whenever he got a new requirement, let's say 100 machines, he need to go and purchase 100 physical machines. Yes or no? You need to go and purchase 100 physical machines. For that, you need to pay a lot of money. You need to pay a lot of power for it, consumption, manpower, etc., etc., etc. You need to pay for it. And later, when he was thinking, he got a new technology. What was technology? Virtualization. What is it, Nana? Virtualization. So this virtualization topic, if you remember, you remember we call it as host machine? What is that? Host machine. What we call host machine. Host machine is nothing but a server. What is that? Host machine is nothing but a server. If you take a host machine, what is there in the bottom? Hardware. On top of it, what we have? Hypervisor. What was that? Hypervisor. If someone asks you what is hypervisor, it's a virtualization layer. Fantastic. What is it, Nana? It's a virtualization layer. Very good. And can you give me one company example that you install? VMware. Super. Super. VMware. So once you install that, we call it as hypervisor. On top of the hypervisor, what do you create? Virtual machines. What do you create, Nana? Virtual machines. In other words, we call it as VM. What is that? VM. VM represent what? Virtual machine. Now, virtual machines can be created just like that, and virtual machines can be deleted just like that. Yes or no? Is it possible to set up your physical machine within 2 minutes? Physical machine? No, not possible. If you don't want physical machine, can you say that, hey, I don't want you? Can we say that for the physical machine? No. But virtual machine? Yes, you can create within 2 minutes, you can create a virtual machine. And within 2 minutes also, within a minute also, you can destroy that machine. So, and then in that, what type of virtualization? What does type of virtualization called? Bare metal virtualization. What is that? Bare metal. Bare metal meaning where you doesn't have any operating system. Now, in your laptops also, can you install virtualization? Can you set up virtualization? Yes. So for that, we call it as host-based virtualization. What is that? So, okay, you want me to share the screen first? Online? Okay. Online, can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Okay, nice. So then what Vinith did? Vinith has migrated all the physical machines to virtual machines. What is that migration called? P2V migration. What is that? P2V migration. So later, as Amruta is good in business, she's getting a lot of projects. For that reason, Vinith is trying to increase the number of the host machines. So as he's increasing the number of the host machine, again he's back from one data center again back to 3 data centers. So same problem, same issues, and the number of the percentage of risks has been increased a lot. Then later what has happened when they are worried, who entered now? Our hero entered, AWS. So what is the full form of AWS? Amazon Web Services. Nana, those who are new today, catch this line, what I'm talking to now. Rest, leave it, everything. So is it easy to handle the data centers by us? By us? Not possible. First of all, for new people, what is data center? Data center meaning it is like a room where it contains so many servers, so network, databases, so hub, switches, firewalls, routers, everything will be there inside that room. And what is that room called? Data center. What is that room? Data center. Is it easy to go and fix any issues inside the data center? No, not possible. So for that reason, Vinith had a problem that he could not able to handle the data center. And now AWS came into picture and said, what is your problem? Vinith said, I'm not able to handle the data center because of lot of issues. Then what AWS said? I will be handling the data centers behalf of you. What's that? I'll be handling the data centers behalf of you. So do we need to worry about the data centers now? So this is what we have discussed in our last class. Is it clear, Nana? New people, did you got something? Okay. Okay. So from now, concentrate. Those who are new, and for everyone it is same now, concentrate. So now everyone knows that AWS is handling the data center. Yes or no? So that meaning, does AWS will go to each and every customer and say, Babu, I will handle data center for you? No. AWS has, as I said, AWS stood up in the market and said, hey, my name is AWS. If you don't want to handle your data center, come to me. I will handle data center. I will set up data center for you. I have my own data centers. You will log into my data centers. You access my data centers. Would you set up your own data centers now? No, because you have the problem. We need problems are there. No. So you cannot set up. Not you cannot. It is very risk and not recommended to set up your own data center. Instead of that, you are using whose data center? AWS data center. Whose data center? AWS data center. So now AWS has data centers. Agree? And everyone agree? New people? AWS has data centers. AWS has data centers. Where? Question, no? Where? AWS has data centers. Where? Only in India, na? Only in US, only in some other country. Throughout the world. Very good. Throughout the world. Instead of saying throughout the world, can we say it as global? Who is our global star in Tollywood? Okay. So you understood what is global meaning? Ram Charan. Okay. So global meaning everywhere, throughout the world. So Riya sir, I like this Abhijit, who is a global star. Yes, sir. Good. Thank you. Come to my room. Okay. So thank you, Abhijit. So AWS has Nana, what does the data center contain inside? Can we call it as infrastructure? Can we call it as, what do we call? What does the data center contain? Louder. What does the data center contain? Infrastructure. What does the infrastructure contain? Servers, databases, hub, firewall, routers, network, everything will be there inside the infrastructure. So what does the big room, that meaning data center, contain? Infrastructure. What does the infrastructure contain? Servers, everything will be inside the infrastructure. So, Nana, first of all, why do we need infrastructure? Why do we need data centers? Why do we need infrastructure? To access the data. Or Inka? Why do we need infrastructure? For data storage, Lakshman is saying, very good. Okay. To run the application, Swapnika is saying, very good. 24/7 up and running data for retrieving the data. Yes or not? So why we need this data center? Why we need infrastructure? To put our data, to access our data, to modify our data, to put our application, to store our everything, the data we store in the storages. We need to set up network. For each and everything, we need to have a infrastructure. Whatever we do in IT, everything will be inside that infrastructure. That is why we need infrastructure. So in IT, in information technology, in IT, Pusuk, someone asks something, we need infrastructure. Without infrastructure, we cannot do anything. Without infrastructure, we cannot do anything. Can we do without any server? No. If you want client also, client is also one of the machine. No, that will also come under infrastructure. So without infrastructure, there is nothing in IT. We all will be working inside that infrastructure now onwards. How beautiful that would be. Correct? Okay, now coming to the point. So AWS has infrastructure. Yes or no? No? AWS has infrastructure. Where? Globally. Where? Globally. So do you all agree? Can we say that AWS has global infrastructure? Everyone? And that point is very important. So AWS has global infrastructure. So that meaning AWS has infrastructure in US, AWS has infrastructure in Germany, infrastructure in Ireland, infrastructure in so many countries there. You know how many places he has? 37 places. How many? Nowadays, now at the moment, the count is 37. It might increase also. But okay, sir, we are all in India, no? As we are in India, we need to know where is AWS infrastructure? Where is AWS infrastructure in India? Mumbai and Hyderabad. Where? Mumbai and Hyderabad. So, now Mumbai is the first in India, Mumbai is the first place where AWS has set up the infrastructure. Later, Hyderabad. At the moment in India, in how many places AWS has infrastructure? 2 places. What are those? Mumbai and Hyderabad. So now, which one we should be using it? Okay. Everyone says Hyderabad because we are in Hyderabad. Okay. If we're in Delhi, okay, Mumbai. If you're in Chennai, yes. So, okay, good. Anything you can use, Nana. Which one? Anything you can use. So, as we are in India, let us choose one place, either Mumbai or Hyderabad. I will vote for Mumbai. Why? Let's say Hyderabad is the latest infrastructure data center came. AWS, Hyderabad is the latest data. Okay, I'll give an example. I asked this question, which is your favorite restaurant? Many people said what? Shaghouse or Pista, Mayfield, uh, Paradise. Okay. So let's say, for example, you have all these things. Let's say, example, Paradise restaurant main branch is in Amirpet, for example. Main branch is in Amirpet. The second branch is in somewhere. Now you tell me, second branch is a very new branch. If you want to have all varieties, good food, authenticate, will you go for the main one or secondary? Main one. So which one? Amirpet only. So you don't go to the second one. So here also in India, AWS has started its infrastructure first in Mumbai and second in Hyderabad. Which one would you select? Mumbai. You can select Hyderabad also. You can go to the second restaurants also. You will get, but let's say, for example, if Paradise guy wants to give you a new starter, new variety, will he implement in Amirpeta? Will he implement in second place? Correct, no? So any new things will be implemented in the first place, then it will go to the second place. Similarly, here also, so what we'll do is, as Mumbai is the first place in India where AWS got its infrastructure, for that reason we'll use the Mumbai because it has so many services and features. It will come to Hyderabad also, but slowly, one by one, slowly. So there is no difference whether we use Mumbai or there is no difference whether use in Hyderabad. Both are same. So which one will you vote for? Mumbai. So in which places in India where AWS has an infrastructure? Mumbai and Hyderabad. Good, understood? Okay. So now I'll start today's class by saying AWS has global infrastructure. Agree, Nana? AWS has global infrastructure. Tabriz, we only. So AWS has global infrastructure. Yes, Ibrahim, continue. I saw your email also. So AWS has global infrastructure. Who is providing this infrastructure? Louder. So I'm twisting the topics here. I mean interconnecting the topics. So what AWS is providing for us? Infrastructure. What infrastructure is provided by AWS? See, both are same. Both are same. If anyone is anything he's providing, can we call it a service? Yes or no? If someone water can is coming to your house, no, water as a service. If someone food as a service, something as a service, everything is service nowadays. What AWS is providing as a service? Which one? Say that complete one. Infrastructure as a infrastructure as a service. So can we say that AWS is providing what? Infrastructure as a service. Fantastic. That's the second one. AWS is providing infrastructure as a service. Good. So Vinith was handling the virtualization and all. No, easy. Yeah. No, it's difficult. Now, who is handling all these things? AWS is handling. But do we need to really worry how he is handling it? No. You are going to restaurant and you order biryani and you are eating it. Do you worry how it is getting cooked or prepared? Who is handling that? Provider. Provider is handling it. For us here also, whatever is happening in the backend in the data center, who will handle that? AWS. Do we need to worry? No. We don't need to worry. So this infrastructure in the backend is completely managed by AWS. Okay. As Vinith was handling, what is the virtualization technology he was using? VMware. What is that? Nana, you can ask, sir. Vinith was faced so much of problem. No, how AWS is handling that like that easily? Do we need to worry? Your favorite restaurant in Paradise on January 1st or some occasions, maybe 10,000 people can walk in. Everyone will get the food. Do we need to worry about that? Who will take care of it? Provider only. No, here also provider will take care of everything. You don't need to worry about how it is getting managed in the backend. What AWS is providing, what is yours from your point of view is, Babu, I need server. Put it, you will get server. Hey, I need network. Please go. You need network. Take it. I need hub. I need that. I need this. Take it. You don't need to worry how it is getting prepared in the backend, because entire infrastructure in the backend is managed by AWS. So, but I'm telling you one small thing. As Vinith was handling virtualization technology called VMware, no, AWS is also using virtualization technology in the backend. As we no need to worry. But I'm saying, you know what technology is using? He was not using VMware. He's using a technology called Xen. What is that? Xen. What is that? Xen. If someone asks you, what is AWS virtualization technology they are using it? What do you say? Xen. Keep that in mind. I'm writing here. AWS is using Xen virtualization technology. Do you need to worry about the technology? No need. It's just an information for you. It's just a information for you. Okay. Sir, everything is good. AWS, we don't need to worry about how he's handling the data center in the backend. We will be just using that data center. Okay. So let's come to the main point. Where is the cloud? Till now, did I use a word called cloud? No. Till now in these classes, I have never used the word called cloud. So today is the first day that we are talking about the cloud. So now, where is the cloud? In general, I'm asking in general. In general, where is the cloud? In the sky. It is not a mistake or it's not a surprise for new people nowadays that who are learning cloud. It's not a surprise for them that they will say also, where is cloud? Cloud is in the sky. They'll also say this. Those you don't know, you also now think that, sir, cloud is in the sky only. 15 years back also, I also thought, hey, cloud is in the sky. If we go out, servers will not fall on us. It's a cloud only, no? Arey macha, how servers are there keeping the cloud? How people are reaching that cloud, first of all? By rockets? How? These kind of questions nowadays, you might be also having these questions, correct? So Nana, remember, cloud is not in the sky. Cloud is present on the earth itself. Where? Earth itself. It is not in the sky. Cloud is on the earth itself. But where is the question? Where is the question? So cloud, now, you're sitting at your place and you have your laptop, or you're sitting in your company, you have laptops. Now you want to connect to AWS. Which data center would you connect in India? Mumbai. So Mumbai is a remote location for us or not? Yes or no? You are sitting here and you're connecting somewhere. What is that somewhere called? Remote location only, no? So what is our remote location in India here? Mumbai. So what does that remote location contain? Data center. What does the remote location contain? Data center. Nana, see here. that sitting from your place and you're connecting to the Mumbai data center. No, that remote location. No, that remote location is called cloud. That remote location is called cloud. If someone asks you now, where is the cloud? What do you say? Cloud is present in the remote location. Very easy. So if you go to internet, they'll put that masala, this masala, and 3, 4, 5 big paragraph. They will say what is cloud. But we'll go that level also. But first of all, you need to understand the logic, no? So where is the cloud? Cloud is present in the remote location. Now question is, what is there in that remote location? Super. What is that? Data center. What is that? Data center. What does the data center contain? Infrastructure. What does the infrastructure contain? Servers, so database. That's all. Khatam. I'm repeating. See here. Where is the cloud? Cloud is present in the remote location. What is there in that remote location? Data centers. What is there in remote location? Data centers. What does the data center contain? Infrastructure. What does the infrastructure contain? Servers. That's we are creating the servers there. We're getting the servers there. And that everything we call it as cloud. So we are connecting to the cloud. We are putting the data there, removing the data there. Everything we're putting application, we're creating database. Everything we are doing in that remote location. So now can we say that where is the cloud, Nana? Cloud is present in the remote location. What does the remote location contain? Yes. What does the remote location? Remote location contain what? Data centers. What does the data center contain? Data center contain infrastructure. What does the infrastructure contain? Yes. Servers, storage, DBs, etc. Nana, you understood this here? Huh? Interconnecting connections one by one. Online, is this clear, Nana Chitti, for you? Online, is it CC till here? Slowly. Let's go slowly, Aram say. Okay? No hurry. New people, you're getting it, Nana? Super. Okay. Now, I'm repeating here. See, Fatapat, you need to answer me now. So, do you all agree that AWS has infrastructure? Where? Globally. So, can we call it as sorry, your lecture is soft. Thank you, Ibrahim. So, okay. Guys, those who are sending the message, put it to everyone. So, okay. So, AWS has global infrastructure. AWS has global infrastructure. So, now what AWS is providing for us? Infrastructure as a service. What is the service that AWS is providing for us? Infrastructure. What AWS is providing? Infrastructure. Infrastructure is provided by AWS. So now cloud. Where is the cloud? Cloud is present in the remote location. Cloud is present in the remote location. What does the remote location contain? Infrastructure. What is that? Infrastructure, data center. Ah, very good. I tested. Data center. What does the data center contain? Infrastructure. What does the infrastructure contain? Servers, so databases, storage, etc., etc. will be there. Clear? Very good. Okay. So in order to connect to that cloud, what we need? Internet. Super. What we need? Internet. Without internet, can you connect anything? No. Without internet, can you? Your phones are there, mobile phones. Without internet, nothing. You cannot do anything. You cannot watch anything. Right? So here, without internet, there is nothing. In order to connect to that cloud, where is the cloud? Cloud is in the remote location. In order to connect to that remote location, so-called cloud, we need to have internet. Without internet, you cannot connect. So internet is must and should in order to connect to the clouds. Without internet, nothing. Now you can say, sir, how come if just in case Pusuk internet gone, so you cannot connect to the cloud? You cannot. You cannot. But in the companies that you will be working, is that easily internet will go off in the companies? Huh? No, they'll be having a very good big providers in the back end. And also you have the backup. line also. So internet will never be off. So you don't need to worry about that. But I'm writing here, we need internet in order to connect to the cloud. We need internet to connect to the cloud. Good. Now, can we say AWS is what provider? Cloud provider. What provider? AWS is a what provider? What service is providing? Infrastructure. Can we mix it now? AWS is what provider? Cloud provider. AWS is a cloud provider who provides infrastructure as a service. That's the definition of AWS. If anyone asks what is the definition of AWS, you don't need to by heart. Simply say this. What AWS is what provider? Cloud provider. Say that AWS is a cloud provider who provides, what is providing? Infrastructure as a service. Khatam. If interviewer asks you, Babu, what is infrastructure? Then you can say that infrastructure will be inside the data center. What does the infrastructure contain? It contains servers, database, etc., etc. That you know already. Getting it? So I'm writing it here. Tell me, AWS is a cloud provider who provides infrastructure as a service. Very good. Hey, by the way, what is the full form of AWS? Amazon Web Service. Okay, now let me remove that small myth from your mind. You know that AWS is a Amazon Web Service. Who is the owner? I mean, Amazon is a company, right? Sir, every day I open Amazon.in and I'm going in purchasing my jeans, t-shirt, pen drive, this, everything I purchase, sir. Is that AWS? No, it's not AWS. No. This Amazon has started their business with a small bookstore. Which one? Bookstore, small bookstore. So later it was offline, I mean, physical bookstore. Then they have moved to online. So they were selling only books. And slowly they have including so many items inside that. And now it has become e-commerce website. What is that? E-commerce. What is e-commerce website? That Amazon.in, where you are purchasing everything, that is called e-commerce website. What is that? E-commerce website. Now, these AWS owners, Jeff and all, those who know, right? I mean, names. These big directors and companies, what they thought is, Are Babu, anyways, we are providing e-commerce website. We have such a big infrastructure. No, we have such a big infrastructure. We have such a big data centers we have. Why can't we sell this infrastructure to the customers? Why can't we sell this infrastructure to the customers? With that line, they have started another parallel business called AWS. Amazon.in is separate business. AWS is separate business for Amazon. So what is the full form of AWS? Amazon Web Services. What services? Web services. That meaning everything, whatever Amazon is providing is through web only. Through web only. And remember, Amazon AWS is a group of services. What is it, Nana? Group of services. AWS is a group of services. Now, if you want to create some servers, there is one service in AWS. If you want to create databases, there is another service. If you want to set up a network, there is another service. Everything is a service. So everything is a web service. What is that? Web service. Now you tell me, you want to create a server in AWS data center. Will you go to Mumbai and then go inside the data center, create servers? No, right? So what do you do? Through internet. So of course, internet is the connectivity, but there should be some mediator in between, to connect to the AWS data centers. And that one we call it as console, AWS console or Amazon management console. What is that? Amazon management console. Amazon management console will be there, a website where you log into it and then click. What click? We learn. If you want to create server, click. If you want to create database, click. Everything is through web only, no? That's a website, no? So that is a web. So everything is a service. That is why you call it as Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services. So using what you will create all these things? Using what console? Amazon Management Console. Say that, Nana. Amazon Manage. In shortcut, you call it as AMC. What is that? Amazon Management Console. So do you all agree AWS is a group of services? I'm writing it here. AWS is a group of services. So you will access AWS through what console, Nana? Amazon Management Console. Amazon Management Console. Amazon Management Console. Getting it? Nice. Okay. So Amazon Management Console. So you understand now what is the difference between Amazon and AWS? What does the AWS contain? AWS contain, it's a group of services. Everything, whatever you want to create, it is you have a separate service. If you want to create servers, separate service. If you want to create database, separate service. If you want to create anything, for everything, you have a separate services. Those services will be learning here. Those services will be learning. Okay, Nana. So now, sir, everything, whatever you said is perfect, fantastic, good. We understood what is cloud, where is this cloud? But who named this as a cloud, sir? Get that person. See, whenever you say cloud, it's really confusing, no? Initially, you also thought cloud is in the sky. Many people, if let's say, for example, if you go to your grandma or grandfather and ask, and if you ask, Arey Babu, where are you working? Tata Akasam. Huh? So we are working in the cloud. If you say you are working in the cloud, yeah, what are you talking? How come you work on the cloud? So like this, everyone also have this kind of mindset, like cloud meaning generally. Why did they name it as cloud? Why can't they name it as some other name? Like a sun, a star, or some other thing? Why they called it as cloud only? So there is no a big surprise and big definition for who named this as a cloud. This cloud was there when IT was formed, already there. This cloud was there already, but AWS came up with a very good marketing and now he has become very famous. But before AWS, before, actually it was invented, actually it started with IBM. So later, slowly, the marketing has happened such a way that Amazon has to take over the entire market. It was there already before, right? Have you heard about mainframes on those days? Word name, at least mainframes. Okay, so let's not go about there. But the thing is here, why they call it as cloud? Any network, any administrators here in our class? Windows admin, network admin, Linux admin, storage admin, anyone? Online, anyone? Admins? Okay, so why I'm asking is, Nana, if you take, okay, let's say for example, system administrator, anyone, if I give a pen and paper or a marker to a system admin or whoever is administrator, and I ask, Babu, there is a place called Mumbai, Hyderabad. Can you please connect? Can you please draw the diagram? You know how he'll draw the diagram? He'll draw the diagram like this. And he'll say, and you also say like this. You'll say, sir, this is Mumbai and this is Hyderabad. Nana, for Hyderabad, Mumbai is a remote location or not? See, Mumbai is a remote location and Hyderabad is also a remote location. So admins and who are Kishore, Praveen, whoever it is, do you all agree? Do we draw the diagram like this or not? Yes. Nana, how does this look like? Amoeba, dosa, vada, idli. Huh? How does it look like? Cloud. So Mumbai is identified as a remote location. Hyderabad is a remote location, or anything which is remotely, we call it as a remote location. Generally in IT industry, remote location is identified with the diagram of the cloud. For that reason, they inherited from that and they call it as a cloud. So that is the main reason. And how do they connect with each other? Using what, Anna? Internet. Using internet. Did you understood? Huh? So there is no big fancy fancy person who named as cloud. No, it was there already in the IT industry. As the remote location, it looks like cloud, and that's why they call it as a cloud. Where is the cloud? Where is the cloud? Cloud is present in the remote location. Cloud is present in the remote location. Correct? Okay. Is it clear, Nana, till here, everyone? Online, CC? Those who are new, CC meaning crystal clear. So if I say something, please say it as CC. Okay. So I just want to not introduce, just recollect whatever we have learned from day one. Some keywords, main words. So have you learned about virtualization? Once again. I just, no. Okay. So what are the concepts that we have learned? Virtualization. And do you know what is host machine? You know host machine? What is host machine? Okay. You know DNS? VMs? You tell me, no, what are the things we have learned? Infrastructure, data centers, load balancer. Guys, just give me a second once. Okay, I'm here. I said 1 second. Online. So online people, who is your admin? Who is your admin? Rajesh, correct? So Rajesh, he has left Naresh IT. So yeah, that is the reason why it's not reply. So Mr. Srikanth, sir, he will be the new admin for this batch, for our batch. So those who have, there are so many people has enrolled and done the payments. I know many people have completed the payment. Srikanth and Mr. Arif, these two people will be handling it. And those have already done the payments and they have put the screenshot. So Mr. Srikanth will check all these same number. Just Rajesh left, but the mobile number is the same. Those who have done the payment, he will be replying slowly one by one. Okay, now, and then don't keep on messaging, sir, because you see 150 people are there. If everyone says thank you, SNR, everything will get polluted in his WhatsApp messages. So don't worry, be patient. Everyone will get a response from admin. Okay, so this is what I have been inform you guys, everyone, online especially. Okay, so don't worry, everything will be there for you. Okay, so next. So I was talking about the keywords, right? So virtualization, host machine, DNS VLAN, VMs, infrastructure, data centers, load balancers. Then firewalls we have learned, protocols we have learned. We know hypervisor. We know what is cloud. We know what is remote location. You see, just now online people, Arif admin has put the messages. So Arif is also admin for you. Save his number. You can get in touch with him. Mr. Srikanth and Arif, they both will handle my batch, our batch here. Okay, Nana. So these are the main keywords that we have used in our classes, correct? What are those? Can you read it once? Virtualization, we have learned host machine, DNS, virtual machines, infrastructure, data centers, load balancers, firewalls, protocols, hypervisor, cloud, remote location. Do you know about all these things now? So many things you have learned, right? Very nice. Okay. And also, do you clearly understood? Initially, we had physical data center, then we have moved to virtualization. The online people, so that is the Mr. Srikanth's number. Please save his number. Please save his number. Okay. So from physical data center, we have moved to virtualization, and from the virtualization, we have moved to cloud. And that to which cloud? AWS cloud. Where is the cloud? Remote location. What is there in the remote location? Super. So this. Super. AWS data center. So, no. Everyone, most of the people, they don't even talk about all these things. But we have learned here what is the reason why we have moved from physical data centers to virtual and virtual to cloud. Everyone clear on this evolution? So initially we had physical data centers. Then we have moved to virtualization. Then we have moved to cloud. And that to what cloud here? AWS cloud. Okay, sir. Now, sir, whatever you're telling, everything is good. Everything is getting injected in our brains. Good, sir. But you have told about cloud, sir. But in pamphlet or in Amirpet boardings, we saw another word, sir. Cloud computing. What is that? Yes or no? Everyone saw that on the boards, cloud computing, cloud computing. Sir, you told about cloud. What is cloud computing? I'll make you to answer this. I'll make it in very simple format. First of all, I will ask, what is computing? What is computing? Computing meaning what? Computing meaning anything that you compute, like, putting the data, removing the data, calculating the data, deleting the data, putting it, everything. What you're doing what are you doing in your computer? Computing only, no? What are you doing in your computer? Computing. Computer meaning your laptops. In your laptops, what are you doing? In computer, what you are doing? Computing you are doing. In your computers, what are you doing? Computing you are doing. What is the meaning of computing? Putting the data, removing the data, adding the data, you open that, you do all this. You know, whatever you do in your laptop. Whatever you're doing in the laptop is called what? Louder, what? Computing. Now, correct, Ranjit, processing the data. Now assume that you are working in a company. Company mean you are connected to your on-premises or not? Agree, none, everyone. You are connected to your on-premises company data centers, or you are doing computing in your laptop, or you are doing computing in your on-premises. From now onwards, you will not be doing computing in your on-premises. You are doing computing in the remote location. You're doing the computing in a remote location. What is that remote location called? Cloud. If you are doing the computing there, that is called cloud computing. That is called cloud computing. See, keep it simple. So instead of doing computing in your on-premises, now you are doing computing in the remote location. And what is that remote location called? Cloud. And if you're doing computing in that cloud, what is that called? Cloud computing. And that is what we will be learning our entire course, because we are doing computing in AWS. So this is AWS cloud computing. AWS cloud computing. So you understand what is cloud computing meaning here? Cloud. I'll write everything for you here so that it will be easy for you. Cloud computing. What is the cloud computing definition, Nana? I'll say, see, instead of doing computing on local machine or on premises, you will be now doing computing in where? Remote location. What is that remote location called? Cloud. That is called cloud computing. See how easily we have learned cloud computing. Instead of doing computing in your on premises, you will be now doing in the remote location. And what is that called? Cloud computing. On premises meaning data centers which are handled by us is called on premises. Okay. Now, let me ask you one interview question. Whether you answer it or not, we'll see. So he went to interview and he interviewer asked, "Hey Babu or Papa, what are the deployment models that you know? Explain." What, sir? What are the deployment models that you know? Explain. Then you start scratching your head, sir. That this. Okay, I'll change that question and ask you whether you will able to answer it or not. What are the different types of clouds that you know? No, not providers. Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. You know, everyone knows this, correct? What are those? Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. Everyone knows this, no? And then you didn't answer. See, in interview, they'll ask, they will not ask like, what are the different types of cloud? They'll also ask this, but it's not a good method to ask. So instead of saying different types of cloud, we should get deployment models. What is that? You have to be posh, no? Then you need to go and say, hey, I know different deployment models. And the other person will say, I know different types of clouds. So what, see, there's a big difference, right? So now we have something called deployment models. What is it, Nana? Say that. Deployment models. Or instead of this, you can also call it as types of clouds. So I don't recommend to say it as types of cloud, but I would highly recommend to call it as deployment models. Let's say, for example, I'll take one person. We'll take new persons, huh? New person. New. Today, new. Who are new? We'll take boys. Boys. Raise your hand, yeah? Today, new. What is the name? Sachin Tendulkar. No, it's only Sachin. Very good. So, if boys are there, I'll talk anything. If I take girl's name, no, I have to be very careful for that reason. Okay. Machas will take very light. Okay. So, we have our Sachin here. Okay. Our friend, a new friend, Sachin. Okay. Sachin is there. Let's say, for example, Sachin thought he want to set up a new business. You want to start a new business. Like you only. You also think, right? So Sachin has thought he will start a new business. Now, whenever he thinking about a new business, first of all, he need to think whether that business should be for everyone or for only for him. Let's say, for example, he's planning to set up a new restaurant. Why is there always restaurant? Huh? Is, always food is good. Huh? Okay, let's say, for example, Sachin is planning to start a very new restaurant. Now he need to decide whether he will put the food, he will sell the food for everyone or for only his family members. Yes or no? That is one model. And then he's very rich man. He'll say that I'll keep a restaurant only to my family members. everyone, only family members. And also there is another model where you can say that, hey, I'll put it only for friends, only for group of people. You understand? So whenever you are starting up any business, first you need to think whether the service are providing for everyone or only for your limited persons. Similarly, here also, AWS or any provider, any cloud provider you take, first you need to decide whether he want to give the services for everyone or only for a company or only for what? The model you need to fix it out. Based on that, they came up with these 3 different types of cloud. What are those? Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. What is it, Nana? Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. What is public cloud? I'll keep it simple. See, the provider services. Whose services? Providers. The provider services which are accessed by everyone. The provider services which are accessed by everyone is called what cloud? Public cloud. Simple. Again, I'm saying. So the provider services which are accessed by everyone is called the public cloud. Again, the provider services which are accessed within the organization. Which one is that? Private cloud. You are getting it. Within the organization is called the private cloud. And the combination of public and private, hybrid cloud. Thank you. Understood? You're getting it? I'm repeating it again. So what are the 3 deployment models that you know? Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid. Say it, Nana Chiti, say. Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. So what is public cloud? Say the provider services which are accessed by everyone is called public cloud. And private cloud, Nana, the provider services which are accessed within the organization. Within the organization is called the private cloud. Hybrid cloud, the combination of public and private is called the hybrid cloud. So if you take public cloud, who is the example for public cloud? AWS. Nana, anyone can go to AWS, sign up and create servers? Anyone can go and do it. Because that is public. Azure also public. GCP also public. So all these will come under public cloud. If we take Oracle, or you say Oracle, call it as Oracle, no? What is that? Not Oracle, call it as Oracle. What is that? Oracle, say like that. Start saying that. Huh? Okay, so if you take Oracle, can anyone can go and sign up and create servers in Oracle? No. Only for their customers, only for their people, they have the cloud. And what the cloud is that? Private cloud. What cloud? If some people, if some company, they are using AWS plus their own private cloud, what is the combination called? Let's take bank. Bank, if you take bank example, they will purchase, they will take the service from AWS. But all the confidential transaction, like all sending money, receiving, all confidential transactions, they'll do it in public cloud or they'll do it in private, in on-premises. Private, no. So this model, we call it as hybrid cloud. There is no company that is providing hybrid cloud. It's a model. If you are using public or private, then we call it as hybrid cloud. But for AWS, Azure, GCP, these are all come under public cloud. Oracle and some other, all this, yeah, IBM, all these things, there will come under private cloud. Understood? Huh? Super. So what are those? Public cloud, private cloud, and then hybrid cloud. You tell me the definitions. What is public cloud? The provider services which are accessed by everyone is called public cloud. Everyone. Like Nana? AWS, Azure, GCP, Alibaba, etc., etc. Next, private cloud. The provider service which are accessed, within the organization like Oracle, etc. IBM and all. This one, last one, no? The combination of public and private cloud. It's called hybrid cloud. Is this clear, everyone? Deployment models, everyone clear, Nana? Online? Yes, Praveen, but we'll talk on that later. Praveen is asking, AWS is also private cloud, but there is a topic coming in. Ruko zara, sabar karo. We'll talk. Dacham. But we'll go slowly, one by one. When I take all things in one shot, you will confuse. For that reason, let's go smoothly. Aram say one by one, happily we'll learn. Okay. Nana, is this clear deployment models, everyone? Next, we'll take our friend Sachin again. So Sachin has decided that he want to set up a business for everyone. For everyone. What he want to set up? Fooda, watera. There is something, no? What service he is providing? What service he is providing, he need to decide. So he is good. He is good that he started. He's thinking that he need to set up a business. What business? What are the services that you are providing to everyone? Yes or no? Similarly, here also, AWS came up and said, Babu, I want to set up a public cloud. Very good. That meaning you are planning to give the services to everyone. Very good. What services is the question, no? Azure also came and say, Babu, I will give services to everyone. Good. What services? What services is the question. For that reason, here we have next thing, we call it as service models. What is that, Nana? Service models. Do you know what are the service models that we have? No, very less people say. But if I ask this, okay, do you know this? The 3 service models that I'm writing here. Infrastructure as a service. We call it as, what is this? Next year, one more. Platform as a service. What is this? And last one. Okay. What is this called? I'm coming to that point only. What did you say, Chiti? Asu, Pasu, Sasa. I'm telling you and highly recommended. Don't, in interviews, don't call it as As, Pas, Sas. Don't call it as As, Pas, Sas. I tell this to every batch. Right? So, let me give an example. Interviewer asks you, Babu, you know service models? Then you will say, yes. What are those? As, Pas, Sas. Okay, somehow he listened. Babu, what will come and after infrastructure as a service? They will say, pass. We're playing Antakshari. Saying pass, pass. Huh? What is first one? As? I mean, sorry. Infrastructure, I said, don't call it as it's Galis, no. And last one, no? Kiski? Kiski saas bhai? Sasur nahi hai. Right? It's tomato sauce. So don't call it as as, pass, sas. Call it as, clearly say it as infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Clearly you need to say. So in interviews, they will ask like this: what are the service models that you know? Let's assume you are the interviewer. I came for the interview. You are taking my interview and you asked, What are the service models that you know, Mr. Riaz? As per SaaS. How careless it is looking. Just imagine. Because I did hundreds of interviews in my experience. So if any fresher or any experienced people come and saying, as per SaaS, this shows you are not serious person. See, I'll talk about the interviews concept and all later, but I just wanted to introduce one thing here. In interviews, we mainly look attitude. What is that? Attitude is very important. So when I'm interviewing you, it doesn't matter if you out of 10 questions, if you say 5 questions, also no problem for me, because you will learn. If I put it, throw it in well, what will you do? Will you die or will come up? You'll come up somehow. You'll do come up, because similarly, when I throw it you in my technical project, somehow after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, you will learn everything. But if you have an attitude problem, my entire team will get spoiled because of you. Yes or no? I have my team 10 people, for example. You come in my team where you have attitude problem. So will you able to mingle with the team? Will you listen to what team is suggesting? So that problems will come. So for that reason, every interviewer, first concept they will have it is attitude. They will check. No one will say this, but I'm saying you. So when you go to the interviews, we have to be very humble. You need to keep smiling. Don't smile. You need to be very, light smile, right? You have to be very patient and humble. So by looking at you itself, we should know, we need to take this person now. It should be like this. Okay. I'll give so many tips, as I said, online. So we'll talk about all these things when time comes. But here in interviews, please don't say as past us. Clearly say it as. Say like this. Yes, say like this. If he asks, what are the service models that you know? Yes, I know the service models. There are 3 types of service models, right? So number 1 is infrastructure as service. Number 2, platform as service. Number 3, software as service. See how professionally this looks, right? And okay, we'll talk about that. So okay, so but if I ask you what is infrastructure as service, what do you say? Leave it, Nana. So what do you say? If someone asks you what is infrastructure as service, what do you say? Any provider who is providing infrastructure is called a infrastructure as service. Okay. What is platform service? Any provider who is providing platform is called a platform service. Wow. What is software as a service? Any provider who is providing a software is called a software service. This is how you should say. This is how many people will teach. And you know what? This infrastructure as service, platform as service, software as service itself is a big concept. So you tell me, our AWS will come under which service model? Which one, Nana? Infrastructure. AWS will come under which deployment model? Deployment model. Public cloud. Which model? Public cloud. Yes or no? So now you find the definition now. AWS definition. AWS is a what cloud provider? Public cloud provider. What provider? Public cloud. AWS is a public cloud provider who provides infrastructure as a service is the definition of AWS completely. What is the definition of AWS? Say I'll write. You tell me. AWS is a public cloud provider who provides infrastructure as a service. You understand now? Okay. So what is this infrastructure service? Instead of saying, everyone will say any provider who is providing infrastructure is called infrastructure as service. Instead of this, what else we can learn on infrastructure as service, platform as service, software as service? What are we responsible? What provider is responsible? What we are doing? What they are doing it? What we will be doing there? What is the difference between infrastructure, platform, software? Instead of just saying provider, this provider, software provider, platform provider, infrastructure provider, we'll be learning a lot on this topic, which is very important. We'll take this topic tomorrow. Okay. Super, Nana. So tomorrow is a very important topic. You understood? Slowly we are entering, no? You're getting smell? Which smell? AWS smell, right? So you're getting, no? Slowly we are stepping. Now, whenever you will go to swimming pool, what you do? You test the water, no? Whether cold or warm. See, like this, huh? Like this, I'm starting touching the topics here slowly, slowly. Okay, now? So tomorrow what we do is we'll go deeper into this service models, which is very, very important because our AWS will come in the which service model? Infrastructure as this. That we'll discuss in tomorrow class. Nana, is this clear online? Any questions? Super. Everyone CC. Nice. Wow. Perfect, huh? Okay. So those who are new, how about you, Nana? New. Everyone, she learned a lot. Sachin also, you also, Nana, you understood? New people in the back also? So do you have any worry that you left any topic behind? No. So, but you will get the recordings. Just go down. I'm talking about offline people here. Just go down, Nana. There will be admin here in the ground floor. Ask them, I need Riyaz sir demo classes videos. They will provide you the links. So whenever you have the free time, just go through it. If you have any doubts, write it in your book. Come to me. I'll explain after the class. Otherwise, most of the time, and it's clear in the recording itself, it will get cleared. But if you have any questions, ask me. Otherwise, just go through it. Okay, so yes, Praveen. And for everyone, you will get a sandbox. We'll talk about that sandbox. What is lab and all, we'll talk. Everyone will get the lab access. We'll be doing a lot of practicals. Okay, no? We'll doing a lot of practicals. Naresh IT is providing you a sandbox for you. Sandbox meaning AWS account. Free. We like that word, no? Free. AWS, I mean, Naresh IT will provide that lab access for you. Not now. We just started learning, no? I like the session. Thank you, Asha. Just wanted to know if this course is a beginner because I just want to upskill myself with AWS, not going for someone switch my 100% Asha. Everyone, we are in the same page. Yes, 100% yes. Yes, you will get Shauvik. Don't leave the class until I say online. Okay. Any questions, Nana? Any questions? Anything that I can help you with? And also, when the Linux classes will start, Sushmita, that you will get informed automatically by admins. Hmm? So then you are asking maths teacher, when is Telugu class, sir? So you will get to know automatically. And also those who are new, those who have enrolled my classes, Linux classes are free for you. You can attend. Only AWS. You need to start with that, no, Sravya. So, no. And also, Srikanth, Mr. Srikanth, I'm announcing again, online people. Mr. Srikanth will be a new admin. So that is his number. Please save his number. So I'm putting it in the notepad. This is Srikanth. So that is his number. Any questions related to non-technical, please check with Srikanth. Or everyone, I heard that there's so many people did the payments for the badge, I mean, for this course, and then sent a payment screenshot and you have not get the reply. Don't worry. Once he's free, he'll get replies. He will get acknowledged everything. Don't worry. So your job is complete all your enrollments and then put the screenshot to him. He will get back to you. Okay. Notes and all, I'll give you. Once you will get, you will get added to Google Classroom. Which one? Google Classroom. In Google Classroom, we'll share all the materials. But once the batch is fixed. Atif, yes, they will provide. Please check with the management. Sir, anything which module is not included in our course? So we will be going with the solution architect. Which one, Nana? Solution architect. Abhijit. Yes, Sayed. It's same number of Rajesh. Yes. Okay, so good. And don't miss the class tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the very important class. As I say, from tomorrow, we are just slowly entering into it. Don't miss the classes. As I said, always be punctual. You will get Avinash. Guys, in our class, you will get interview questions, certification questions, everything will be there. Okay. So, and every day we are doing the shootout rounds, no? That shootout rounds will help you a lot in interviews. And tomorrow also, you will get the same link. Many people, same link. So you can join with the same link tomorrow. Okay, good. Can I give the final CC for today, please? CC with smile. Yes, Vijay. Smile, smile is missing online. Smile, smiles are important. Great. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next important topic. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow. Don't miss the class. Good night. Bye bye.